Thanks everybody for joining the call. This is Jack with Tammy today, and we're going to reveal some more golden nuggets related to video marketing agency. So I'm going to hand over to Tammy's presentation. Are you have you set up that? Do you want to take the screen, Tammy?
Sure. All I have to do is push a couple buttons.
Okay. So we had some fun before the recording. I'm not going to reveal that. If you want to have some fun too next time, just make sure you sign up 10 minutes before.
Okay. So can everybody see my screen? And hear me?
I do.
Okay, great. So I'm going to, I don't know if I recognize some names, but I don't recognize a lot of names, so I'll introduce myself. My name is Tammy Patzer, and tonight what I'm going to be presenting is what Jack and I have created called Leads Master Pro Video Marketing Agency Edition, and I'm going to share some really good golden nugget tips with you that will help you grow your local online marketing business, not only with video, but everything that I'm going to be talking about. Think big and think how you can use the exact same information that you're going to learn related to videos, how you can apply it to your local theme jack or your local online marketing business. So tonight, it's 3 ways to get more than 25,000 or more new client leads for your local video marketing agency. And I want you to think about it. If you had 25,000 buyer leads, don't you think you could get 1 a week? And we were joking earlier about how many attorneys there are, but really always start with 1 and then go from 1 to many, because if you don't, you can get yourself overwhelmed. But just think, 1 a week, that would be 52 in a year. So you can go from 0 to hero and become this customer-driven money magnet machine. And when I say that, every single day for me personally, since I started in 2010, it has multiplied. You know, I can't honestly say that it's 1 a week, but it certainly has multiplied for me personally, and it's all about me and how I focus. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I have been in local marketing, video marketing consultant since 2010. I am a social media educator, and I created 3 social media marketing certificates at Florida Gulf Coast University. I have one that's about just business and how to get all set up, content brand marketing, and a brand new one about video marketing for local business that starts in a couple months. I speak around the country for SCORE, Small Business Administration, and Sea Grant programs in Florida. I've written a couple best-selling books about social media and Pinterest. I am a former newspaper editor and publisher, and I also created one of the very first real estate TV shows in the United States back in the 80s, back when everything was what I could do now on a laptop. Of course, it was thousands of dollars to do what I did back then. And I have been recognized as a Main Street Marketing Machines hero by Mike Koenigs and the team at Traffic Geyser. So I am known as somebody who implements what I am taught. So I want you to think about, what does every local video marketer need? We all need more time. There's only 24 hours in a day. We all need residual ongoing income. We need more paying customers. And we spend a lot of time educating our potential clients about video marketing, websites, about social media. So we need hungry, pre-educated buyer leads, people who are actually going to buy from us without us having to, sell. And then, of course, we need step-by-step implementation training, and we need advice from people and mentors who have already proven that these methods work. And the reason that I'm here is because I thought that Jack Hoffman did a really good job of supporting and training on local theme jack. And I didn't buy the first, I didn't go enterprise until I really felt like I could really use it and that it would, become valuable to me. Once I did, of course, I haven't looked back because, he just keeps improving it. I want to talk about why video is so hot, and I mean sizzling hot. It was hot in 2010, and it just continues to be hotter than hot and so valuable to the local businesses. Video is probably the most valuable thing a local business can have working for them. 74% of all internet traffic will be video in 2017. Here we are, 2015. So it's really crucial for marketers to start creating and incorporating video as part of the content strategies, not only for ourselves, but for our clients. We need to help them get video on their websites. They need YouTube channels. They need it in their Google Places, which is now Google Plus Local. They need video. Even the word video is so strong to the average person that a subject line with the word video in it will boost open rates by 19%, click-through rates by 65%, and it reduces unsubscribes by 26%. That's the power of video. 69% of smartphone users say videos are the perfect solution for smartphone viewing because they can just watch it very quick and they can get a good overview. Think about it. More than 50% of all people are running around literally glued to their mobile device like it's their umbilical cord. Have you ever noticed that? How people they can't go anywhere without their mobile phone? So I want you to think about how much is having the ability to fill your sales funnels with hot, and I'm talking about as hot as you can get, video marketing prospects on call. How much is that worth to you? Think about that, and just how much would it be if you had people wanting video, literally standing there in front of you with their hand up saying, I want your services, pick me. It's priceless. Before I get started, and the training is actually pretty short and rapid, but before I get started, what I want to tell you in advance is it's simple, but it requires action and implementation on a daily basis. Again, what I'm going to show you, you're going to go, whoa, that's pretty darn simple. But it requires your action and implementation on a daily basis. I think that's the big secret of making money, is you have to do something, even if it's one small thing every day to move your business forward. So take action, marketing, implementation, and of course I'm able to use that as my TAMI formula because of the TAMI. Take action, marketing, implementation. All you need to be successful with what I'm about to share is an open mind, a computer, a thought process, and what I mean by that is the ability to think like step 1, step 2, step 3, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then follow through and follow up. So those are just key. And having an open mind just means a willingness to believe that it can work for you too. It works for me, it's worked for other people, so you just need to be open-minded that it can work for you. And of course, I'm sitting behind my computer, and the beauty of that is I could be anywhere in the world. As long as I had a computer and an internet connection, I could be working and the thought process, and then Follow-up is probably the most important thing. You have to actually implement and do this stuff. You could learn it on Tuesday and implement it on Wednesday. That's how simple this stuff is. So in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you a few, meaning 3. Actually, I kind of am fudging on that because I end up showing you more than 3, but I'm going to say 3. 3 sources to find unlimited leads for local video marketing. And again, you can replace the term local video marketing with local web marketing, local reputation marketing, local marketing. So if you had access to more than 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, or 100,000 or more buyer leads, again, I'm asking that question, could you sell 1 a week, and that would turn into 52 clients in a year? And if you had each one of those clients paying you, let's say $100, you could have a nice little income coming in. What I'm going to teach you is where to go to find buyer leads using one resource on YouTube, where to find buyer leads from video production companies, specialty companies, where you can find buyer leads, and how to think backwards or how to reverse engineer the buyer lead process. And tonight's examples are automotive, lawyers, dentists, and of course, use your imagination, because you can use this in any niche, anywhere in the world. So you're not limited by anything except your own personal imagination. So let's get started. So my first Leads Master Pro source is YouTube. YouTube, of course, is your #2 search engine. Actually, I think they now have switched to little Facebook balls in there somewhere, but Google, YouTube, billions of videos shown every day, so it's an excellent source. So this is very simple. The yellow pages on YouTube. And in this example, I'm just showing you, and I want to point out a couple things. We have 3 examples here, and the videos are a recording studio in California, a sewer service in Portland, Oregon, and an automotive salvage in California. And those are just random videos that the Yellow Pages has uploaded. So right there, as you can see, depending on what niche you're looking for, you could find buyer leads right here. And the reason these people are hot buyer leads is because they are telling you, I believe in video. They have a video already made, and they paid anywhere from $300 and up to get the video made. And typically Yellow Pages will send in a crew to make the videos, or I've even seen it where they'll have you make your own video using slides, and then they put it together through an automated service. But these people are standing there saying, pick me, I want video. And you can also do a custom search. If you notice, there's a little bar at the top of the screen that says Interior Designers NY 2015, and I'll show you in another example what that looks like before I opened it. It looks like a little magnifying glass, and you just click on it and it opens up. But you can do a custom search in any niche anywhere in the world. And again, Yellow Pages has offices around the world, so you have to dig a little bit. But in this example, I'm just using the Yellow Pages in the United States. And I want you to look at it and realize that Yellow Pages is not optimizing the videos for the client. They put a short description in, and then they send them off to a Yellow Page ad, and the videos are not optimized for the client in order to be picked up in the search engines. So if you have services to offer people who already have videos, and that could be services such as optimization, you could offer pay-per-click, pay per lead, and I'll talk a little bit more about this at the end. But you could also offer distribution, websites, content development, the Google My Business. So there's a lot of services that you could offer to people who are pre-sold. They're pre-sold on two things. They're pre-sold on online marketing. They're pre-sold on video because they've had videos made. They believe in it. And again, this is just a closer up version. I want you to see interior decorating in California, Atlanta, Boca Raton, Florida, North Carolina, interiors for cars, for homes. So there's a lot of opportunities, and that was just a random niche that I chose. Okay, Leads Master Pro, source number 2, general video production companies. When I mean, say, general video production companies, what I mean is you could actually go in your own hometown, find a video production company, and they will have been working with different companies making television commercials. They might even say they do video marketing, but when you really dig deep, you find out really they're just a production company. So you have some opportunities there. You could become the video marketing arm of a production company, or you could see who their clients are, because they always brag about who their clients are. And the beauty is all those clients have really nice videos already pre-made, so you don't have to worry about making these videos, although you could. And Smart Shoot Global, which used to be called Turn Here, is a global videographer photography agency, and what they do is they go out and they make videos all over the world for people like the Yellow Pages or for other people who want video production. They typically range from about $550 and up. So again, the people who have Smart Shoot Global make them videos. They've already said, I want video. They've already put money into video. But if you notice at the top under the commercial video, dentist video, notice how it says get a similar video at? They're not optimizing these for these clients, and if you reverse engineer it, what you'll often find is that the client bought a video and maybe they put it on their website in a closed system, like maybe they bought Vimeo or they put it into a closed player because they don't understand the value of having a video that gets ranked. And you'll find they have videos that are not working for them. So you can step in and be the hero by saying, hey, I can help you get your video to work for you 365, 24/7. And using just this one source, Smart Shoot Global, and when I checked, I think they had more than 10,000 videos that they'd already made, and they upload daily. All you have to do to get to know is just subscribe to their channel and put it into what I would call like a junk mail account so that you don't get bombarded. But you could have leads flowing into a Gmail account every single day of all the fresh videos that Smart Shoot is uploading. So you can find hot prospects in any niche, anywhere in the world, just by finding video production companies. And here's an example of some videos. And I just took these screenshots maybe, I think it was Sunday. So as you can see, these are being uploaded, you know, 1 day ago, 48 minutes ago, 4 days ago, and they don't get very many views in this position. And again, all different types of niches from all over the world. So it's really simple. You can do a search in the YouTube search bar, and it just video production company, city, state, country, and it will return the different video production companies. And how I stumbled across this originally was I was doing a search locally, and I came across a local video production company, and it was so bad that all their videos, they didn't even have names. That their videos were called like Perspective 4.3, you know, 1, 2, 3. They didn't, it was gobbledygook. And that was when I realized, oh my God, these people don't get the power of video. And then I reverse engineered it, and these poor people were spending all kinds of money on videos, often thinking that they were, you know, going to get this fabulous return, when in fact they had a bunch of videos sitting there not doing anything for them because they didn't get the marketing part of the video. Leads Master Pro source number 3, specialty video companies. And this is where I'm going to talk about the lawyers and the dentists and the automotive. So pay close attention to this one. By the way, the only place that you can get this particular information, I don't have it recorded anywhere else, is right here tonight in this part of the presentation. So specialty medical marketing production companies, here's an example. And again, when you, there's so many of these, you can go and do your own search no matter where you are in the world and find these companies in your own country. You know, they're all over, but this one happens to be a dental marketing company. And as you can see, there are a lot of videos made here for orthodontics. And by the way, orthodontics is a really hot niche because it's a specialty. This is what I found when I reverse engineered this. This is Dr. Arthur B. Silver. His company is called Silver Smiles. And this was a video that he did and the company that did the video was called Definitive Medical Marketing. And you can go look at Definitive Medical Marketing and see what else they've got. It's up to you. But here is Dr. Silver Smiles' video channel, and what I see is that he has videos 13 views, 35 views, you know, maybe he has a couple hundred views when they're a little bit older, and it looks like he spent a lot of money on videos. But when I go look at a sample of his video, I noticed that the description links are not what are called hot links. They don't have the http:// in them, so they're not a hot link that you could click on. And the description is not making this optimized for Dr. Silver Smiles. It's optimized for Definitive Medical Marketing. So this doctor is a perfect example of someone who's saying, I believe in video, I want to use video, please help me use video. And he went to a company that was a medical marketing company, but what are they really? They're a production company. They're not serving Dr. Silver Smiles at all. They're serving themselves. So this type of thing is the perfect opportunity for you to go out there and say, hey, I noticed a few things about your videos. I noticed that you really like videos, but I noticed that there's a few things that aren't quite right, and I could help you make these videos work for you. However, you might talk to someone, because there's a lot of opportunity here. Okay. Here's what I was looking at related to automotive. This is what I've discovered, and I've been following automotive stuff maybe about 2 to 3 years, and I've had varied luck with automotive. I've given, sometimes I've done things and later I find out that I just gave way too much information to people, so they took my information and they used it, but they didn't, of course, they didn't need me because I told them everything. But if you notice at the top, you see that little magnifying glass? That is the search button. If you click on it, that's going to open up and you can search. I just wanted to point that out. But what I noticed about these, of course, is, and this is what I noticed a lot about automotive, they'll make videos, but they never get optimized properly, or rarely, let's say, I don't want to say never, they rarely get optimized properly. Often they're just using YouTube as a holding area, and then they put the videos on their website, but they never get viewed because probably nobody even knows they're there. But they spend a lot of money on video. So I'm going to throw this back at you to say, well, what would you do if you found a mother lode of videos that are already made and you can tell that they're just missing a few things? What services could you offer to these people? You know, just let your imagination take you to that opportunity of what you might do for them. I want to point out here, if you want to work with automotive dealers, they are a different breed. They really are. They're a different breed, and they're definitely, you cannot be meek and mild when you're dealing with car dealers, because they'll just stomp you, into the ground if you let them. But if you want to do a search for a car dealer in any area, you can just put any car dealer, and I always start with places I know, or at least go to an area where I can, do a little research and figure out, well, what am I looking for? So let's say you wanted a car dealer, maybe you know the name of the car dealer and a location or a type of car. For example, I wanted to work with Mercedes in Sarasota, so I did research on them, and it turned out that they were part of a giant chain that was doing a bunch of other stuff. So they did listen to me, but they said, well, we really can't, do anything. But this is how I was able to find them. Any car dealer in a location, and then, of course, you do the search. But here's an example of a company that's telling you, I want to use video. I like video so much that I'm actually making like a 30-minute program that more than likely is aired on television one time, but then of course it could be repurposed on YouTube. And with all the things going on with YouTube now, these people could be just repurposing their content. Instead of having, Palm Automobiles on location episode 28, 47 views, it's not optimized. The headline's not optimized. If you look at their description, take a look at the lineup of cars and trucks we have for you at Palm Automobiles. That is all the information. They don't have phone numbers. They don't have addresses. They don't have anything tagged properly. They have it under news and politics. There's just so many things wrong that you could talk to someone about, and then you could, here's a problem. I'm your solution to fix this. So there are many, many opportunities in the automotive field. Again, you need to decide if that's something that you would be strong in. I personally, I don't want to deal in automotive. I don't have the personality for it. I don't like being beaten down, and that seems to be the type of personalities car dealers are. So that's car dealers, and I wanted to show this to you more as to give you the idea that you can find buyer leads for video in any niche, any location in the world. Okay, now I'm going to show you the FindLaw channel. And as you can see, I just did this afternoon, 3,654 videos. And, you know, we were laughing earlier about how many attorney clients it would take for you to be a millionaire. Well, you could probably do that with this one channel and the people who are using it, because the people have made nearly 4,000 videos. And all I did to find FindLaw is I put in the term FindLaw and then channel, but you of course could go ahead and, you know, look up other types of legal directories to find similar information. So here's the FindLaw, and again I want to point out that little magnifying glass that will open up to the search here button, and that is the secret of being able to search through all of these channels. When they have 4,000 videos, you can search by term and what type of attorney you're looking for. You can search by type of attorney and location. You can put type of attorney, location, and dates. There's a lot of features, and if you know anything about Boolean research, you can use those types of terms also. And that's a big word, and I personally don't know a lot about it because I'm more of a I'll try this type of person. But if you know about search terms, you will go to town using these techniques. So here's what I found on the FindLaw channel, and they did a big upload here about a week ago, and obviously this attorney in Newark, Delaware made some videos, and so there they are. And then as you can see, they create playlists. Like, as you can see, they're doing this work for you. There's litigation attorneys, Social Security attorneys, and they even have it organized so that you could go through and go, oh, real estate litigation, insurance litigation, commercial litigation. Again, unlimited leads right here in one YouTube channel. Here I did a little search. I typed in the term Minnesota because I said, well, I want to see what will come up if I just type in Minnesota in the FindLaw channel, and this is what I got. And of course I highlighted, you know, Minneapolis and Minnesota just so that you could see that there are quite a few attorneys there. And again, you can reverse engineer these back to their websites and see what's going on with them. You know, attorneys are getting more and more savvy about using online marketing because it is an extremely competitive field. Here's another one I just threw in. It's called lawyers.com, so that would be lawyers with a dot and a com. And again, here they have, this one divides up attorneys by state that they recommend. So again, these attorneys already have videos, they're pre-made, and the opportunity is there for you to go check them out. And how many do you really need to start a really good little business? One. And then you can go to 2, 3, 4. I'm personally working on, I did a search today and I found 80 attorneys in a location, and I figure, well, gee, if I try to go, you know, I'll do 80 and I'll see how many people will, you know, come back to me for my services. And if I got 1, that would be good. If I got 2, that would be good too. If I got more, that would be great. But 1 at a time is how I look at things, just because if I think about it in the big giant picture, it kind of makes me scared, and so I reel it back and go, just do 1 at a time, you know, 1 at a time, and it works. So my big question right now is, did you get any value out of what I have told you? I hope so. And how much is it worth to you? That's my big question. So I'm going to review what I just told you about. I gave you the source on YouTube for the yellow pages. I told you about local video production companies. I told you about specialty production companies, and I kind of threw the attorneys and automotive under specialty production companies, when the reality is I think the FindLaw might be considered a directory type website, but I'm going to call it a specialty company. And my question is, do you want more sources for unlimited leads for video marketing clients? Because I have more. Okay, I've put this together over my tenure, since 2010. So I'm one of those types of people that I'm always digging around trying to figure out stuff so that I can grow my business. And I like to hand pick my clients because, I guess I would be, I consider myself an advocate educator for local businesses because of my teaching and everything. So again, I wanted to tell you, Jack and I want to put, thank Jack for seeing something in me that he said, I will help you if you want to put together this training, I will help you. So we put together Leads Master Pro Video Marketing Agency Edition, and some people who've been in my trainings, they're saying very positive things, that they like the way I explain things. They like the fact that I try to break it down so that it's for beginners, yet if you're a pro, you're still going to get something. I try really hard to make it so that even those of you who are the pros, and believe me, I know that we have some pros in our midst here. I always try to go, wow, I've got to try to impress them, or at least give them one little tiny thing. I figure if I give you one golden nugget, that's going to be worth your time. That's how I perceive this. So this is what we have. I'm going to give you not only this training, but I did another live training that was different on Sunday. So you get Sunday's training, this training, plus I'm going to do an actual, in a week or two, another live training that will just be based on all the questions that I'm getting from people to make this training really, really good. I'm going to give you Sunday's training, today's training, 7 short step-by-step trainings where I let you follow me over the shoulder, where I show you where to find unlimited leads in other places. What makes this really, really hot is Jack has created, or is in the process of creating, Video Marketing Agency WordPress theme. This is a local theme Jack video marketing agency theme, and if you love local theme Jack, all the themes, you're going to love the Video Marketing Agency theme. And we have a private Facebook group, which right now all of the people with Leads Master Pro are enjoying the camaraderie of the local Theme Jack folks. So it's a very good community, and the talent inside that community, it's priceless. I'm also including 4.5 hours of a video training with a case study that I did. I actually was able to make more than $4,500 in one day by doing what I call a local video marketing day, and it will include the videos, so 4.5 hours worth of video training. I have a PDF that I'm uploading that is the transcriptions of that and the images, and people were asking for samples, so I'm going to upload samples of actual videos made at a local video marketing day. And this is really a powerful example of what you can do in your local community. And I actually showed this to different people who tried this all over the world. I had people doing local marketing days, you know, across the country and in England, and I think somebody was in Hawaii, and I think someone was in Australia, and it worked. Again, it's something that you can do if you want to really move forward with video marketing. And I've done this myself, and I explain how I did it. So I want to ask again, did you get any value today? And if you want those high quality video marketing buyer leads each and every day, I told you how you could subscribe into, you know, to get all of those different channels, subscribe, and you can have, you know, as many brand new fresh buyer leads as you choose every day. And it's something that you can assign to your VA or assistant, you know, to go, okay, well, you know, here's the marketing plan, you know, send out this information to these people. Again, in a couple weeks, I'm going to do a live question and answer webinar training that it's going to focus on all the questions, and people can give me the niches that they want to explore, and I'll help you do that live. I'm going to give you the additional 6 over-the-shoulder trainings. The ThemeJack, local ThemeJack video marketing agency theme, again, that is, you know, that's icing. And then, of course, the Facebook group, and that you get access to me and Jack, and it's worth at least, I added it up, $1,297 or more if you implement it, because I think that's really important. You have to implement this stuff. And if you started working on it, it's funny because I had people who did start working on it on Sunday, and on Monday they're reporting back telling me, hey, I'm moving forward with what I found, you know, from what you showed me. It's $27. So when Jack and I discussed that, I said, that's pretty darn good, you know, when you consider everything you get. And it's $27, no upsells. That's a one-time fee. You get everything that I talked about. I think Jack can probably put the link into the question box for me so that I don't have to lose focus. But it's $27, and the beauty of it is I'm listening to the people who have come in, and they're saying, well, could you do this? Could you do this? And most of the things they're asking for are all things that it's just gravy on the potatoes. And so I am going to keep improving the product so that it will be really, really valuable to you. So I have some people who ask some questions before, and I'll answer those, and then I'll open it up to questions. And people are saying, well, how do I make money with this? And so the answer is you can offer services to the people who already have videos, and the services that you might offer could include optimizing the videos for your clients, meaning search engine optimization. You can distribute the videos, meaning you could distribute them to all their social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, all of those. You can provide great marketing services for people who already have the videos, but they don't know how to market themselves. That's what I see. I see this as a foot in the door where you can say, you know, I can help you. I can help you fix this problem. Then you become the trusted local marketing consultant, and pretty soon they're saying, oh, I want you to do this. Can you do this? I have a pest control company. They've been my client since 2010. She calls me up. She has me make brochures. She calls me and has me, do you have our logo? And you know, I do their online stuff, but I have become their go-to person for everything. And they're happy month after month, and their business has grown, and I get some credit for the fact that they've grown their fleet of trucks. You know, they've added like I don't know, a big giant truck and a couple, they do like Toyota Tundras, and they love me because what I do for them with video marketing makes their business grow. And, you know, we all want to be loved. It's great, you know, make money and be loved too. And then, of course, you can create lead tracking and call tracking money magnet videos. You can either use their existing videos and turn them into call tracking, lead tracking videos. You can help them grow their video assets. Every video, every website, every piece of digital content is a digital asset that actually equates to making their business worth more if they ever want to sell it. So digital assets are huge. They can use their videos for content on websites, on and off. Of course, content, everybody needs content on, you know, week to week, month to month, so you can create ongoing monthly revenue for you to stay in business. And again, if you are not a video production person, you don't have to create any video using this method. They already have a video made. If you want to grow into that, you certainly can. I actually started that way. I spent a lot of money on expensive video equipment, like $8,000, and you know what? I was a video editor, you know, and it just took so much time, and you're much better off doing whatever it is that you do best. And I think what I do best is I go out, educate, and teach, and I have other people do the work or the production work now. And then, of course, like I said, you can make additional videos. It's all your choice. People want to know, can I make a living from video marketing? My answer is yes. When I started in May of 2010, my goal, I needed to make $547 because I had purchased a $2,000 product. And I had to make $547 to make the payment. So that's my goal. The first month I went to a restaurant, I made them some little slide videos, got them ranked on the first page of Google, made them a Facebook page, not even a website, a Facebook page. I made like $500 for that. And what the cool part about that is their business improved. They went from $2,500 a week to $5,000 a week in late May, where I live is out of season, which means they were thrilled. And later I did some other work for them, and they've still loved me to this day. So what happened was, I was working a full-time job. I was commuting 2 hours up and down the freeway from where I live, and I was in a job where the people didn't love me. They didn't appreciate anything. They didn't get that I was giving them national video marketing exposure with literally a zero budget. All I had was my brains and Windows Movie Maker, and I was making videos, optimizing them, and getting them to rank all over the country for real estate, different real estate categories. And I had to leave that job. I couldn't stand it. So May through November, whenever I had a chance, I was trying to grow my business. I mean, I have a doctor's appointment really meant I had an appointment to go see the plastic surgeon that I was trying to get as a client. That was how I did it. You know, I had to just steal time whenever I could. But by November, and what actually happened is they let me go. I guess it was called, I was fired the 6th of November. And the good news is by the 6th of December, I had tripled the income that I had been making from the job. I'd been making about $3,000 a month to $10,000. So when I was able to focus on what I really wanted to do, all of a sudden everything just fell together, and instead of me wasting all that time driving up and down the freeway, and I was, exhausted because I was trying to work, take care of kids. I was trying to learn how to be a video marketer when I didn't have any sales experience when I started. I couldn't even talk to a group. I mean, the thought of talking in front of a group, when I practiced in the mirror, my teeth chattered, my hands shook. I couldn't even get the words out. That was how green I was in 2010. Now, of course, you're going, oh, you can't shut her up. But you can make a real living if you want to. I don't like to make income claims just because I don't know your big why. I don't know if all you want is some fun money, a couple $100 a month just to, so you can go out to eat, or if you're trying to replace your job, if you're trying to earn a full-time living. So my advice is you can make it whatever you choose it to be. If you want it to be a job replacement, you can make it happen. If you just want it to be added income, you can do that. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. But what I can tell you is video marketing is the foundation of my business as a local marketer and educator. So I always say, what could you do? New car, send your kids to school, vacations, whatever, whatever it is that you can visualize or dream about, you can get it. And then people say, well, how much money, could I make? Again, if you got one client a week, 52 clients in a year, you could, and then you charged them $100 per video per month, like if you had one video per client, that could be $5,200 coming in month after 12 months. So again, it's really all about what your vision is, what your goals are, and realistic expectations. I really think you can get one client a week if you work at it, every single day and apply the information that you just got. The sources I gave you are real sources. They're right there. All you have to do is go use them. And then we had people say, well, what am I buying when I invest in Local Leads Pro Video Agency Edition? And what you're buying, you get me, but you're buying a training that literally gives you the ability to tap into unlimited buyer leads for video marketing anytime you want. It's like, it's a cliche, but it's so true. When you learn how to fish for your own money, you can make your own opportunities, and you can have unlimited leads forever. And I know that there's some pros out there who they go, well, I think I could have done this, years ago, but we get so off on our adventures that we just focus on what we're doing and just do one little thing a day to move forward. I think that Lead Master Pro could really help you. And it is not an SEO training product. In this particular product, it's really about here's how to find buyer leads looking for video services. It's not an SEO training product. However, because a lot of people have requested that type of training, I am working on a training on video SEO so that you can take the next logical steps. After finding all these leads, you can take the next logical steps. So I'll go ahead and open it up for questions, and I hope I answered a lot of your questions. Again, I have the benefit of the fact that I had people ask me a bunch of questions, and so now I was prepared to answer those. So I'm more than happy to answer questions.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm back with sound. So I try to keep up with the questions. So you guys, what do you think from Tammy? Did she a good job today? I think so. I I like her a lot, and I like her golden nuggets a lot. So she has been, how do you say it? She has not been in the position to share them to the internet market world, and I'm able to help her with that, and you are able to take big advantage from that today. So I put the link in the chat box. Let me know if you haven't seen that link, because it's important that you get that link and make a decision if you want to take action today. Because remember, what stand the I for from Tammy? Implementation. You know, learning is good, but you have to implement it. And with our great community on the Facebook group, with Tammy's help, and with my backup, you should be able to implement it. Because I know some steps went a little bit fast. You probably have not seen how to go to Yellow Pages channel, how to go to Z and A and B. You need to have those details. So with that, and which search you want to use to find those automotive sources. So Tammy is holding your hand in those detailed training videos to teach you, and also you get a hold on Tammy to ask some more detailed questions. So that is not a one-time thing, you know. We want to build up a relationship, you guys, about Leads Master Pro, and video marketing is a part of it. So if you see that stat in 2 years, more than 70% is about video. If you want to be a local marketer, you need to be in that area. You need to at least have a solution for it. You need to be aware that how to find those clients who need video to make money. So Tom said, excellent, Tammy. I was just watching your first course video when the webinar started. So it's good. Steve said, do I need Video Marketing Agency Edition if I'm using digital marketing? You don't need it, but the training are the product are 7 golden nuggets with detailed steps, plus, because I want to support Tammy, we created a video marketing agency team. So if you want to present yourself, and you should, as a video creator company, you can show that website. So you show off as the specialist. It's like your suit, your business card. And we learned from Sunday what we need to add. And that another step is SEO. So we are going to provide that as the next step. So it takes time, but we understand that need.
One thing I can tell you guys, as this is unfolding, the more feedback, the better, because the feedback that I get, I go, oh, okay, well, I can do that, and then it also tells me what it is that you need that you don't already have. And you know, when you're trying to create something like this, you know, I only know what I know, and I don't know what other people don't, and a lot of times I don't realize that there's something that I know about intimately that you guys could really benefit from. So when you ask me, then I go, oh, okay, I can tell you how to do that. I just don't realize sometimes, what people really need to know and how I can help. So whatever feedback you give me, I will certainly create training to help you. Ken is asking about pricing, and I am actually working on how to determine how much to charge for some of these video services, and I addressed that a little bit before. Part of the reason I don't talk about pricing is because it depends on where you are in the country. Someone in New York City can command a lot more than I can in my little town here in Florida. So sometimes it's difficult for me to talk about that, but I do have a method of determining a value that you should be able to apply, and I will be sharing that in future trainings.
Okay, so got some really good feedback. Let me...
Colin Kinsella, he says he's interested in vacation videos, vacation real estate. When we do the live Q&A training, that, again, I apologize, it is in a couple weeks because we're waiting for a big group to gather. I can put that into the niches that I do special research on to help you. Will that work, Colin? I hope it does.
Okay, and Tom said, come on, it is only $27 bucks and we are supporting one of own. And then Roger said, no brainer to sign up for all that Tommy and Jack are providing. So thanks, Tom, and thanks, Roger.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate, again, I know there are people on the call tonight who were also here on Sunday, and I tried to make sure that I would give them value to come back so that they wouldn't say, oh, I already heard all this, But I did give you new content because I knew that there would be some people who would join us again, and I appreciate that.
So, J. Tano, I probably pronounced that wrong, is I saw video day training videos are bonus, just bought. Great job, Tammy. $27 is a deal. So then Malcolm said, yep, I got it yesterday. Excellent. And Peter asked, great. Is this $27 per month? No, this $27 one time. And so sorry, I missed this one. You don't need to miss. I don't know why you say you missed something. You can take action now. Glad I'm already in and enjoyed the content. Carl, I'm glad. I got it yesterday.
Good.
Does the system require speaking? I need ways to market without talking.
Really, you can do this. You can use it with emails. If you can't, if you can't speak or you don't have a way of doing that, you can easily do it through written correspondence, or you could have somebody else make videos for you. A lot of times people have voiceover talent, do things, but and I don't know your situation, so but those of you who are capable of speaking into groups or on video, don't worry about it. Nobody likes the sound of their own voice. I listen to mine and I'm going, oh my God, but I get people like the way I pace things, and so good. But if you cannot speak, you don't have to. You can send emails. There are a lot of techniques that you could use to sell video products.
So with that said,
oh, for the just to let you know, some things that are going to be added into the training that I'm working on. I am working on an overview intro video to show you some of the little details, like where that little search box was. I'm going to make sure that you understand exactly how to do a search in an overview video, and then I do have some sample videos in the bonuses showing what a Video Marketing Day video looks like. I'm going to give you some samples of they're real videos that were really done, by real people, and then I'm going to give you some transcripts of that 4.5-hour training so that you can scan it easily instead of actually going through the training. However, with that said, as you can tell, when I train, I will give you whatever I'm talking about, and then I'll say, oh yeah, something will come up. So you never know what you're going to get, that might end up being that golden nugget that makes the big difference. That's why sometimes being in a live webinar is so powerful, because it's coming out as I'm talking to you.
I love when people say, hold on, Jack, when you start to speak. you was just, I think, starting a new, revealing a new golden nugget, and then I started to speak. I got shut down on my own webinar.
Well, again, everybody, I really appreciate the fact that you come out and spend time, and that you allow me to do something that I really, really enjoy doing. And the more I do it, the more creative I get. It's really powerful having people appreciate what you have to give, and I really need that, because I am pretty isolated. I work in front of a computer by myself, and so I just feel really fortunate that Jack has invited me, to work with him and to help everybody. It's really motivating for me, and I appreciate it.
So that is what I want you to do. I want you to get the product now. I want you to go to the videos. You write down the questions. You email Tammy the questions, and we're going to answer them in the extra training session. Does that make sense? So you go to all the videos, you write down the questions, and you email them to support at, let me put that down, support at leadsmasterpro.com. Okay, let me put that in the chat box. So everybody get that? So I want you to take some action, okay? It cannot all come from us. I want you to go to the trainings, and there are 7 and plus bonus training. I want you to write down the questions, and I want you to email them to support at leadsmasterpro. So we have all the questions you like to have answered, and we do an extra training to answer them. Does that make sense for everybody? I think that is for everybody, makes that valuable time.
So did everybody get the correct link? I put it back in because someone said that the link was going to a weird place. Let's see.
Oh, is that support that leads? Master. Is that support that leads Master Pro? Is that spelled wrong?
It was earlier, like the link to the sales page, I think, is what somebody mentioned. So I think everybody's okay now. Leads, make sure you have the S in the leadsmasterpro.com/VMA, because that S
we decided on leads with S because we think you want more than one lead.
which is true, and believe me, just to let everybody know, I'll just let the cat out of the bag. I actually have created more than 50 videos about finding leads all over the place in different places that are not on YouTube.
Oh my God. Now is the cat out of the bag.
So so we're talking about a long-term relationship. But again, I think that what you have in Leads Master Pro Video Marketing Edition is just a really golden opportunity to get started, and with the video marketing agency theme, oh my God, it's just, you know, like I said, that OMG exclamation point, that I actually say that when I get excited and I start dancing around, because I can't contain it sometimes.
But we will drip feed it. We will not overload you with 50 videos at one time. Google is coming. I'm not sure what you get ahead of the pack. Google is coming.
Yeah.
I'm curious, do you use Camtasia, and do I need it? I use Camtasia. Do you need it? You don't need it, but I use it.
Are you talking about to make videos?
Yeah, to make videos.
Well, for what when I was making client videos, I am on a Mac, and I used iMovie, and when I had just a little Windows, I used Windows Movie Maker. I was not making anything fancy. For screen capture, I use Jing, which is a free screen capture.
Yeah, I use Snagit. You want to use Snagit. It's only $50, and it's the only, no, not the only, but that program I use every day.
And then I also use what's called Screencast-O-Matic, which I like a lot because it's really easy and it saves in high, HD. But I don't do a lot of editing with what I do.
So if you want to learn one thing tonight, and you are an internet marketer, you need Snagit. That's what I think. I think that is one of the programs they is really worth the money. And Camtasia you need if you want to do some video editing. You don't need it, but I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. The version 8 is stabler than the 7 version. But you have to get used to it now. And if you go to the Facebook group, it's half price now, and it's for $150. So if you think you want to do some video editing, I would grab that Camtasia deal today. So I'm not saying that you have to be, because it's also good to outsource to make videos. But in my position, I need to edit some videos. You might be also in. And on top of that, if you see that in 2 years 70% of the traffic is about videos, you need to get educated and get ready for that.
That's 100% for sure. Video. What I can tell you about video and Google and YouTube and Yahoo and Bing. In 2010 when I started, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just making videos. The first videos I made were like on Chinese drywall. That's how stupid I was. I didn't even know what a niche was or what I should do. All I did was start trying to make videos, and all I can tell you is that videos that I created in 2010 and optimized properly are still on page 1 of Google working for those clients every single day. You don't have to do any black hat magic to it. You just have to do it right and correctly. Google will reward you. YouTube will reward you. So, and it's very powerful. And again, the people that on the sources I've showed you, they're already telling you, I believe in video. So I think that's about as hot of a prospect as you can find, is somebody who already has videos made. And believe me, there are I don't even know, I have the training somewhere, but I probably didn't even include it. I'll have to find it. I did one on vein doctors and plastic surgeons. These people will spend thousands of dollars on videos, and then they put them on their website, and again, they'll have stupid names like 123.mp4, and they don't know why they don't work. It's because they got sold production. They didn't get sold video marketing, which is what they actually want. The doctors are not smart enough or savvy enough or educated enough to understand that there's a difference between video production and video marketing. So that's where you step in to become the advocate, educator for them, to say, hey, this is what you need to know. We can take all of these videos, these $60,000 worth of videos you had made, and we'll actually make them work for you, and you become the hero.
So let me close this training and thank everybody, also Tammy, for this excellent training and excellent resource. I just got the link in for TechSmith. I cannot test it, but I will put it in the Dropbox. Tim Parker shared it with me early today, and he said to go ahead to put it in the Facebook group, so hopefully this link works. So I don't say that you have to buy it or recommend it, but if you are in video marketing and you want to start editing it, I think you need a pretty good computer like Windows 7 or up to do that, to do all the rendering, that kind of stuff. But I like it, so it's not that hard to learn Camtasia. Oh, that link is for full price. Okay, you don't want the full price link. Now, so go to the Facebook group, and there is a discount link on it. In that Facebook group, in our Facebook group, there is go to okay, let me try one more thing then here. Okay, this link works. Okay, this link works. Everybody got that new link? So now you have to prove what it used to be, or what it usually is, and what it is for a couple of days. Okay, and I'm not here to sell you that, because I don't have interest in it, but it's pretty good. If you ever want to do video editing, it's not, and you have a good PC, then I didn't get the share off on the paid $27. Dit is not the $27 things. Dit is so before you do anything, grab this, the Tammy's great video marketing course, and you might need Camtasia. Okay, so with that said, I thank everybody for joining the call and Tammy for sharing the golden nuggets. I'd love to see you on the special training which we will do based on your question. So what I want you to do is go to the training videos from Tammy, note down the question, send them to support at Leads Master Pro, so Leads with an S, Master Pro, and we will cover them in a special training only who signed up. Okay? Thank you so much, and I love to see you guys comments in the Facebook group like always. Thanks, Sammy.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, everybody.